Hello everyone, and happy Thursday. I hope you've all had a really great week. I actually have been really busy, but it's all good. Anyway, so if you see the little live sign up at the top, you're watching me live, so welcome. If you don't see the little live, then you are watching the replay on either my Facebook page or my YouTube page. So welcome, say hi, give me a thumbs up, a little heart or something, let me know you're there. Anyway, so my name is Dana Mosley. I am from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And welcome. So anyway, I'm a little discombobulated because I got my stuff from my pre-order and it's a huge box. And when I was placing the order, the website was acting up because, you know, every demonstrator was on there trying to place an order and I didn't get my stamp pads. So I'm a little irked. Anyway, so I know you'll probably be seeing a lot of other demonstrators. If you follow other demonstrators, they'll be posting all the cool stuff that they got from our pre-order from the upcoming catalog coming in May. I'm going to hold off a week or two because we still have so much other stuff to show from spring catalog. We just had some March online exclusives come about. I know April 1st is already next week. We are almost done with March already. I can't believe it. But there's still so much that I haven't shown you. I probably won't get to it all. But anyway, so we're just going to have some fun for the next couple of weeks with the current stuff. And then I will show you some of the fun stuff coming up in the May catalog. So I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but here is the outside. I did get a whole box of catalogs today, so I will be mailing them out to you along with some fun little goodies inside. So anyway, hi Lily, hi Mom, glad you could join. Anyway, so if you need a catalog, let me know. I will get one out to you. If you want to stop by and pick up your catalog, you are more than welcome to stop by and save me some postage. That would be great. If you are coming to my class on April 10th or 11th, I can get you your catalog then as well. So that's part of my announcements. I am having an all-occasion stamp class on April 10th and 11th. That's a Friday morning or a Saturday morning. It is 10 cards. There are 5 designs. You're going to make 2 of each. And it's kind of all the occasions that we tend to forget about. So thinking of you, sympathy. There's a congratulations in there that you can use for either retirement or graduation or just a general congratulations. And a men's card because we always, you know, forget to do the men's kind of manly cards for birthdays. So that's the all occasion card class. So that is coming up. And then also next week, April 1st, there will be, I think, 2 new kits coming out, and then the new product of the month will start next Wednesday, April 1st. So, so that's all I have really for announcements. So like I said, I am going to hold off on showing you stuff that's coming in the May catalog. I have a whole box of stuff sitting on the floor over here. I still need to kind of sort through it a little bit and get all my stuff together. I got a lot of stuff. I kind of went a little overboard just a little bit, but I'm preparing for, you know, the next couple of months. We've got retreat coming. I'll put you down for Friday, Mom. We've got retreat coming. So speaking of retreat, I still have spaces left for the June retreat. $275, and you get food and your goodie bag. You get everything to make for all your projects. We'll have lots of fun. So if you are interested, please let me know. I still have spots available and I would love to fill them because the more the merrier. The more people I have, the more prizes I can give out for fun stuff. So please let me know if you are interested in coming to the retreat. And you don't have to stay the night. Unfortunately, I still have to charge you the same amount because the way prices are now, that's the only way I can keep from raising my price, is to just charge a flat fee all across the board. So anyway, so I wanted to show you the new stuff, but I'm not going to. So my purpose is that I have a bunch of other stuff that I have not used yet, or I've only used it a little bit. So one of them is the Square Snippets Designer Series paper. And I know we've used it maybe once or twice. I think I used it for a make and take. And I believe I used it for another live. But I saw this really cool card from Karen Titus. She's another demonstrator. If you've ever seen Stampin' on the Back Porch, that's her and her husband. And I know I've seen other demonstrators do this card as well. But she's the one who I saw, and she had the directions. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to give her the credit for it. And she's a great lady. So I'm going to point you down and we will get started. Hold on. All right. Sorry, my holder's a little wonky. Ugh. One of these days it's going to break again and I'm going to be really sad. All right, I think I've got you in my holder. I just wish I had a better way of doing this. I know some other demonstrators, they just fold their thing down, but then everything's backwards and I don't like that. Ooh, see, you guys moved a little bit there. Okay. I don't want you guys to see backward stuff. So anyway, all right, so let me get out the paper. So this is the Square Snippets, and this is in the spring catalog. And I think this was supposed to be more geared towards scrapbooking, but you could use it for card making. And you get more than just 2 sheets of each. And I've already broke into this particular pack of paper, but I think you get like 4 sheets of each design. So there's this one here with the 3x3 little squares on it. And then there's just kind of this plain background. I believe this is petal pink that's on the back here. And then there's another design of 3x3. And the back side is, I think that's petal pink again, with a little bit of lines in it, which I believe are strawberry slush. And then there are 4x4 pieces. I have not done anything with the 4x4. And then on the back, there's some lines on the back in a blue. I haven't done anything but with the 4x4 yet, but my brain was kind of thinking about it today. So I'm going to use the 3x3 pieces. And you can actually get, what did I say, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can actually get like 6 cards out of this paper, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut your designer series paper. You need a strip of 3 inch by 9 inch. So that works great for these squares, because you'll use like 3 squares. Now don't get me wrong, you could use other designer series paper, but the square ones work out just perfect for this. So to get the maximum amount out of this paper, and I'm not gonna cut, like, use the measurements. I'm gonna go by the little lines on here because that is what we want. And it does work out to like 3 inches, but just to be on the safe side, this is how we're cutting it. So I'm going to cut off this strip first, and then I'm going to cut off this pink piece. And this pink piece, you can make a card on its own with just this piece, just the 1 square, but this piece you can make a card out of. And then this one here, this is the piece I really want to use, this top piece right here. So you're just going to keep cutting these. And then I'm not going to score all of these. I'm just going to use the one piece. I'm going to show you. I'm going to use this piece here. So you're just going to score it at 3 and at 9, or where the 3-inch the squares are. Just going to give it a little score and then move it over and give it a score. Okay. So you want to accordion fold this, and you want to figure out like which part do you want to show on the outside and which part do you want on the inside. So I think I'm going to fold it this way. Like this. So you're just going to accordion fold it. And I want this piece to show on the outside. I'm just going to use my little bone folder, give it a quick score. Alright, and then I've already pre-cut my pieces. So like I said, this is going to be a quick and easy. So this is a card that doesn't open all the way, and you could make it open all the way if you wanted to, but it's more of a kind of a flat card. So you're going to start with your base piece, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then you want your layer, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue this piece down. And you could make a ton of cards. You could use this paper, or you could use other designer series paper. It doesn't have to have the squares. It just works for this card. Alright, so my little accordion fold, I'm going to use this piece here. This is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square, and I'm just going to glue this piece down to my 3 1/4 square. Okay, and then you know how much I love dimensionals. I'll flip that over, add my dimensionals. Alright, and then we're going to put this towards the top. And then I just cut this little accent piece. This is like, I think like 3/4 inch by 5 1/2. Just going to go across the bottom. So when I was making this card, I was thinking about those 4-inch pieces, thinking, oh, you could make a 4 1/4 inch square card, and those would still fit into our envelopes. You could do kind of the same thing. So that's the base of my card, and see, it opens like this. If you wanted to write a lot, you could put another piece on the back, or you can make this part open like a normal card, and then this would open as well. So I hope that made sense. So I'm going to use this stamp set, Encircled with Love. I think this was one of the favorites that I have out of the annual catalog. I'm going to do the Happy Birthday Wishes. And I am just going to use, let's see, I'm going to use the Secret C. I'm just going to stamp that onto some white. And then I have 2 punches. I have my 2-inch punch, so I'm going to use that to punch out the birthday wishes. was the dog, by the way. And then I'm going to use my 2 3/8 inch punch to cut out a piece of the secret seed for a layer. And then I'm also going to use this bigger punch to punch out a white circle. Okay. So like I said, you could put on the back another piece of paper to write a sentiment, or you could, I'm going to use this as a sample, use like a regular card and mount this on the front so that the whole card opens and then this opens. So you could do it that way. I'm just doing a flat card for a quick birthday wish. So this plain white circle, I'm just gonna put that on the inside. So you could just write, you know, real quick, you know, happy birthday from whoever, from Dana. Because, you know, this is great for those people that they know you put some work into the card, but they're not card keepers. So, and you know what I mean. You know, you put a lot of work into your handmade cards, and you always have that one person that's like, oh, this is so beautiful, I know you made it. And then 2 months later, it's in the trash. They only hold on to it for a little bit. Just because they know you made it, and then once all the birthday hype is gone, it's in the trash. So there we go. So birthday wishes, and then there's, you know, you can write something here, or you can just continue and put other little cute little things on the inside, some other little sentiments. And then you could, you know, write something on the back, put a plain white piece on the back. All right, so let's dress it up with some bling. All right, get my take your pick tool. Gotta have one of these. And I'm just gonna use these really big diamonds. And I'm just gonna put like 3 little diamonds here on the bottom, just to give it some interest. And then a little bit here. There we go. Just quick and simple. So these are really quick, quick cards. Like I said, you could get, was it 5 or 6 out of that one sheet of paper. So I made this one. Let me show you what else I did. So I think this is the sheet that we just used, isn't it? Maybe not. No, this is the sheet. So let me show you the sheet again. So see here, we used this one for the card we just made. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Okay, and so then this next row, I have this one here. Simple, I just changed up the colors. And then we have this row here. Like that. Again, just changing up the colors, adding some layers. We have this row at the bottom. Just added, you know, again, different colors. Just use the color schemes that are on the back of the DSP. And then there's these 3 here. That first one we cut off. And that's this one here. And then we had that one square that was left over. So that one is a whole finished card, and all I did was add the square on the front with some layers, and then added the happy birthday wishes on the front. So super simple cards, and 6 cards out of 1 sheet of DSP. So simple. So go ahead and use up that designer series paper. Like I said, you don't have to use the Square Snippets. Just cut your piece here is 3 by 9. Score it in 3-inch segments, and then accordion fold it, and then layer it up. So I heard somebody say today, another demonstrator, actually I think it was Karen Titus, that measurements are just a suggestion when you're making a card. So by all means, be creative, add your layers, and just go for it. So all right, everyone, I hope you have a really great week. Have a good weekend. Again, it's going to be hot here in Arizona. Hopefully next week we get a slight bit of cool down, but it looks like summer is here and it is only spring. So have a great night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next week. Good night, everyone.